Alright, so I'm just doing a real quick impromptu video here on something that I found for my touch screen, my Windows touchscreen computer. It's called the Touch Mouse Pointer, and you can install it on Windows. Like, you probably can do it on Windows 7 too if you want, but I'm using it on Windows 8.1 to get the right mouse button and the mouse wheel functionality into ZunTzu. So this is the web page here for it. Up there's the URL. If I can figure out how to put that in my video, maybe I'll put it in the comments section of the video. So the idea is I want to be able to use my touchscreen to play my ZunTzu games, and can't really do that because we lose some of the functionality. So the guy here is, and by the way, this is my personal copy of Field Commander Rommel. Don't want anybody getting excited. This is not on the internet for anybody to share. This is just a copy I made for myself so I can take it with me. But this is representative of the kind of games I want to be able to play with my touchscreen. So just thought I would go through and demonstrate that the functionality is there with this program. And I'm using an HP Envy Recline with a 27-inch screen running Windows 8.1. Alright, so this is the mouse. Okay, I'm going to put that away. And if you look over at the extreme right-hand side of the screen, you'll see the program that I'm talking about. And I'm just going to use my finger to do the normal functionalities for ZunTzu. So if I want to zoom, I press and hold until I see the white box appear, and then I can slide my finger in or out, and that gives me my zoom capability. If I just want to move it around, I don't touch and hold, I just touch and swipe. So I can move just like that, and you can see the little trails, the little mouse trails on the screen from the program. You can set, there's settings in there that you can program. If I want to select one of the units, I touch it just until it gets a little blinking box around it, and then I can move it. Okay, while it's blinking, if I go over to the software that's installed, that's sitting over here on the right, I can hit the L on towards the bottom for a left mouse click, and if I double tap it, it'll put it into the shuffler. Supposed to. There we go. And then you can do your shuffling thing or whatever you want to do. If you want to flip it over, you can double tap the R for a right mouse click, and so that's no problem. So then you say, what about grabbing a stack? Let's just close that window. So what about grabbing a stack? Let's go get a big stack. Alright, so over here my reinforcements, so I highlight it to expand it, and then while the mouse button is on the bottom unit, if I want to send all of the units into the shuffler, I double left click using the L button, and then I can just hit the shuffler. If I wanted to flip over the entire stack, make sure the stack is expanded. And hit the R, double click the R button on the right hand side with the software. If I want to move the entire stack, I just grab it and drag it around. And now for spinning tiles, that's probably the biggest thing. It's not something you probably do all that often, but it is still something that you do. That's not what I want to do. So I had to play with the settings a little bit on the software to get this to work halfway decent. The default settings didn't work very good at all. But what I do is you just click on a unit, so you can see that there's an issue here with all of a sudden my stack of reinforcements came flying over into my screen here. We don't want that to happen. Not sure why it did that. Alright, So I've got the guards unit and Benghazi highlighted. Now, over here on the right, where this software is installed, I'm using a 2-finger drag. All right, so that's supposed to spin the chip. All right, so that's not too bad, but I had to change the settings in order to get that functionality to work that smoothly. So that's not a problem. All right, so that's all of the different functionalities. And I've only had this software installed for 20 minutes, and I've been playing with it. So there's a little bit to learn about how to use it, and a little bit to learn about how to set it up. But if you're interested in continuing the use of ZunTzu on Windows 8 or 8.1, there is hope. You can get by. You just have to install this little software thing, and you can get that software off the Windows Store, or you can go to the person's website and download it, and it is free, but the guy asks for a donation, and I think if you buy it off of the Windows Store, I think it's only $4.99, so it's not a lot of money. And I like the fact that I can use it for my games, my ZunTzu games. That's the big thing that I wanted my touchscreen for. I wanted to be able to put my 27-inch touchscreen between me and somebody that I'm playing with, and we can move the pieces around and take turns and play the game. So, all right, like I said, impromptu video. Just wanted to show you an example of how this works.